Recording.
Hey, buddies.
She's going to stop for a second there, folks, and on your computer desk, sweetie, is your hair clip. Can you please go get that? She'll be right back there, folks. Welcome to the Budget Buddy time frame. I'm your other co-host. We're doing up some treats today for your parents. Something the kids can do for Mother's Day. With a little bit of help from the parents. From Daddy, at least. Right?
Right. Like, even though this part does core the apple, but sometimes the core doesn't want to come off the apple.
And folks, you can always use your hands, or not your hands, a knife to do this. And if you do, we're just going to show you a few, and we'll do a couple ourselves afterwards for ourselves. This is for our families. So I just suggest you do that apple first, sweetie, and then worry about the next one later. Okay, for cutting out the
This one?
Yeah, do that one afterwards. Okay. And just because that way we don't eat it all the time. Because this is kebab day in the household. Right?
Right.
We are doing
furt kabobs
for Mother's Day. And we are doing pork kabobs too. That you guys will see in a little bit. But first we're going to do these
fruit
ones. And what's going to be on the fruit ones are apples,
pineapple,
grape, and if you have these skills or your father's willing to help you, we suggest that you can use a fresh pineapple if you can get one. Right now, fruit is a commodity that's hard to get here.
Because pineapple is a tropical fruit and it comes like places like Florida, Mexico, California.
Yep. So we're just showing you the stuff. Here's a bowl for your bananas, okay? We had a little incident in the Budget Buddy kitchen. I kind of dropped the bowl, folks. But when you do your vegetables, please check to make sure there's nothing bad like that.
Actually, that's not bad. It's just that it's wanting to turn into a banana muffin or
banana bread.
You can eat it.
I'm not eating it. You eat it. I'm not hungry right now. I'm stinky. I would suggest leaving them just like that.
Yeah. And now we take the skewer.
Yep. I suggest you start with the maraschino cherry. You may need a spoon. I'll get you a spoon to get down there. You're going to start with something sweet, folks. Mind you, what I'm letting out isn't sweet over here. And you put on a cherry for the bottom, for the back end. And then you can work your way up. Right about there. Apple.
And kids, do take, if you need a little bit more pressure, you can ask your dads to help you out with the
grape.
Pushing some in. Like the easy ones like bananas and grapes are probably easy to poke through, and
so do again
pineapple.
With apple.
The apple you might need your dad to help push
through. Yep.
Through.
Banana. And folks, we are trying to fix the quality of our videos so you are aware. It is a little bit hard. We are learning this stuff as we go. Pineapple. And then another cherry. And folks, when you do this, you can always put a little bit, if you have some, a little bit of whipped cream in a dish for Mom. And we're just going to show you one. And you can make a lot of them like this, sweetie. Right? So not that hard, folks. And they're very edible. So she's going to continue making them for us. And you'll see us in a bit. Once we have some more fun with the pork kabobs. Say kebab, yeah.
Okay.
Hey there, ho there, folks. Welcome back to the Budget Buddy time frame. We've done some of our other ones, as you can tell. You'll see afterwards. We'll show you both of these before we put them back in the fridge. Now we're doing another one. We're making pork kabobs. She can show you the pork. We cut this pork up yesterday, and we've been marinating it in our sauce that we made on an episode here that you've seen before, Coke and ketchup. Yes, it's the one that says Coke and ketchup reset, folks. Pardon our English. We do have a little bit of troubles at times. It's just we forget how to spell things. We forget to spell things, or we're trying to do stuff quickly, so it does happen.
Actually, it's more me.
And not all the time. Now we're using yellow and orange peppers.
Bell peppers.
Yep, they're a little bit of a more sweeter pepper, folks. Now all we're doing is, folks, is cutting this quickly into lengths like this. We don't need squares or anything. Thick pieces like this are fine too, if you like. I like it that way because it makes it a little bit easier for us to use. You want to always core your pepper. When I say core, folks, I mean get the middle out. And all we're doing is roughly chopping these into lengths. Like this. Simple, simple, simple stuff. And we're using some of the pineapple we had left over.
From the fruit.
From the fruit kabobs that you've seen online with us. And all we're doing, folks, is this. And what we use for seasoning, folks, we're going to be using to marinate the pork kabobs too, just so you're aware. It's not just a Coke and ketchup recipe. I almost said reset there myself. Okay. It is also, that's a little too big, folks, so what we're just going to do is cut it like that in half. Some of the peppers will be bigger. And the only reason we don't tell you a lot of times how much we pay for this stuff is because it also depends on your grocery store, folks. Because if your grocery store will charge you less than what we have, then it's going to look like we're bad. So you want to alternate. Pork. This one's my wife's, folks. She does not want pineapple on hers, which is fine. I do. So how we do this, folks, is we alternate. You can use onions too. We do have onions in this household.
You can even use mushrooms.
Mushrooms too, yeah. But you want to alternate these, folks, just like this. And go all the way down. We're not going to get a lot of these for ourselves, but that's fine. We're not.
You can even use cherry tomatoes, but we don't like tomatoes in this family.
No, we're not a big cherry tomato family. And the only reason I'm putting it down, folks, is because it is getting heavy. So your last one will always be a meat, folks, just so you're aware. And all we're going to do is put it in here. And we're going to do another one. This one will be mine so you guys can see what the difference will look like. It's going to be meat. And kebabs are your own style, folks, just so you're aware.
You can use chicken, pork, even meatball kebabs.
Yeah, there is almost anything you can make. That's why today is a kebab day. Now, folks, what I did with this meat beforehand is I took the fat off the pork. Okay? Just so you're aware. And I'm spacing everything out properly so we have a proper thing. So that way, because when you eat them, some people like to pull them off, others do not. And the only thing is, folks, my hands are the only ones touching this stuff. That is why I'm not worried about contamination over here right now. Normally, I would suggest you don't do this as much.
You missed a couple of pineapples.
That's fine. I'm doing it separately, each one. So, folks, then you put them in like this, and you space them out as much as you can. But we're going to soak these in sauce. So you're aware, folks, and I'll show you what we're going to do.
One problem is we don't have a barbecue because we are right now in an apartment. Some people complain if we have barbecue outside our patio.
Yeah, some people do. I'm just going to do a few more quickly, very, very fast. That was nothing that's going to show up on the phones or onto here. Can you give me another skewer, please? Thank you. From up there.
Here's another one.
Just put it down on the ground, please. Right there. All we need, me and her both, is one each. Well, maybe two each. That's why I'm doing up a second one for me And then I can always eat these peppers for something else, or I can do them up on separately here, folks. But yeah, fast, fast, fast. I'm listening.
And if you like to, we don't know if we can do a beer can chicken in here quite yet.
Probably not, folks, but we will try our best.
Because I know the Birdie Boat Club around the summertime, they do beer can chicken.
Uh-huh. Yes, folks, I did drop that. So, folks, then we just basically put this on. I only got one piece of meat left. I'm just going to double meat this one, folks, so you're aware. So then we got this done. Rinse off my hand quickly. So all we use the sauces, and that's what we're going to do right now, is pour the sauce over them.
And we're going to put a bit of salt and a bit of pepper.
And a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder. So we sprinkle this with, and we just want these to marinate, folks. That's all we want to do, nothing else. We're simple here. And then you want to bake these for at least, if you're doing them in the oven, you don't need to turn the oven on because we're not doing them right now, sweetie. But you want to bake them at 350 for at least an hour. I would suggest maybe 30 minutes to an hour. And you want to bake these for that long there, folks. I'm just going really, really fast. And then you're going to basically, you're just marinating them. That's all you're doing, folks. Simple stuff. So I'm going to bring both of them out. She's just going to come over to the other side of the kitchen so you can see both. She's going to hand me that one. And I'm going to put them beside each other here, folks. Woo! Okay, step back for a second. There we go. And we're just going to show you both of them. Very, very simple and quick ideas there, folks. So we're going to wrap up Budget Buddies. Hopefully we're not too early. Hopefully we're not too late. So we're going to cut it short here. Budget-wise.
Budget conscious.
Budget healthy and.
Budget smart.
And like and subscribe. Bye. And kebab you later.